I recently published a book called Impact: How Law Affects Behavior. What I wanted to do was to tie together various bodies of research on the influence of law. So there's a big literature on criminal justice, including literature, for instance, on whether the death penalty is a deterrent effect or not. And there's also a big literature on the impact of regulation on business. Does it help business? Does it hurt business? Which types of regulation work and which types of regulations don't work? And what nobody seems to have done is to take all of the various fields in which there's research on the impact of law and try to tie them together and say, is there something general we can say about all of this? And that's what I tried to do. For instance, I tried to show that what was essential to any kind of impact, and it's such an obvious point, it's surprising that it's something that wasn't emphasized in the past, but communication is important. If you don't know about a law, if the people don't know about a law, it can't make any difference. And so there are various things we can say about this. For instance, the more people have to hear about it, the larger the audience, the potential audience, the more likely it is that the message doesn't get through. The vaguer the message, or the more complex the message, it doesn't get through. So, for example, people to know about a speed limit. So it's a big sign that says 65 miles per hour, but that's not actually the speed limit. The actual speed limit in most states is something like drive at a reasonable speed in the light of all the circumstances, including weather and so forth. That doesn't fit on a sign, and it's not anything that people can really follow. So the simpler the message, the more concrete the message, the more likely it is to have an impact. So the book tries to isolate a whole series of insights, if that's what they are, to show that we can say something general about what are the conditions under which law will or won't make a difference.